dias.
What's going on, Craig?
Well, if you've been watching our previous videos, have you? You know that we spent the last 8 weeks visiting 8 cities in Mexico. And now we are on to a new country on the black.
What's the black?
Big Latin America trip.
We, as wildlife enthusiasts, are in the center of biodiversity in Latin America, and we've been really looking forward to visiting this country. After doing some research, we think it might be a place we want to live.
That's right, we're going to be spending at least 3 months here, so giving a good long look. So come along as we check out Costa Rica.
Pura vida!
Let's get oriented with a little Costa Rican geography and civics. The country's 5 million people live in 7 different provinces. If you're from the US, think of a province as a state, and if you're from Canada, think of a province as a province. The province of Punta Arenas is about 500,000 people and covers most of the Pacific side of the country. Within each province are cantons, which are the equivalent of counties. Today's focus will be on the Canton of Garabito.
After landing in the capital of San Jose, we began our journey west. The drive to our first destination was about 60 kilometers or 40 miles and took a little over an hour. And we arrived at our first of many wildlife viewings in Costa Rica. This bridge spans Tarcoles River, part of Herradura National Park, but does not require a park entry fee. The bridge is known as Crocodile Bridge for the American crocodiles that hang out below. We counted more than a dozen each time we visited. We continued on and got our first glimpse of Costa Rica's blue Pacific waters, stopping briefly at Playa Hermosa.
We then reached our destination of Jacó, Garabito's largest town, built along this 5-mile stretch of beach. The north end of Jaco Beach features this beautiful lagoon, which is an excellent place to birdwatch. Unfortunately, the north half of the beach is where most of the high-rise development seems to be happening. While we enjoyed the entire beach, we preferred the southern half, which had less high-rises and more of a local vibe.
Avenida Pastor Diaz is the town's main strip. It's filled with restaurants, bars, shops, and markets. While it caters to tourists, there's mostly mom-and-pop businesses with very few big chains, giving the town a local charm. Next to the soccer field on the south end of town is a weekly farmers market on Thursday and Friday, which is the best place to get fresh produce and meat.
As the day comes to an end, there are lots of restaurants right on the beach, providing a perfect spot to take in a beautiful Costa Rica sunset. For us, a night on the town means going out to dinner. For others, Jacó has the reputation as a party town that goes late into the evening.
Just off the highway at the south end of town is Mirador de Jacó. In addition to the beautiful views of Jacó town, it's a great place to see Costa Rica's famous scarlet macaws.
To the south of Jaco is Playa Hermosa, a much less developed area with a beautiful black sand beach. Aside from the big waves being more conducive to surfing than swimming or cruising around on a paddleboard, we really like this area. Also, when the sun heats up the black sand, it gets too hot for bare feet.
North of Jaco is Bahia Herradura. On the north side of Herradura is Los Sueños, an upscale resort and marina area which features high-end shops and restaurants. On the south end of the bay is a local beach we really enjoyed.
North of Herradura is Playa Mantas. While it's a little harder to get to, it's the most beautiful beach we visited in the area. As an added bonus, we looked up after parking and spotted our first sloth in the tree right above us.
For our 2-month stay in Jaco, we rented this comfortable 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. The extra rooms allowed us to have family come and visit. The house is about a 10-minute walk from the beach. We rented it for $2,200 a month plus electricity. On the open market, it would be worth about $300,000 to $350,000 US. The best feature of the house is its beautiful backyard and pool. The pool was ostensibly private, but we ended up sharing it with a family of raccoons and several long-tailed grackles.
We are headed up a steep incline. Where are we going on today's adventure, Jen?
We are going to Miro, which is either an abandoned hotel or mansion. We've heard different stories, and we're going to check it out.
It is supposed to have great views of Jaco and Jaco Beach, and we're going to keep our eyes peeled for wildlife. This is gorgeous, huh? This beautiful hike on the south side of town is free, but the trailhead can be a little tricky to find. If you park on Calle Madrigal and carefully cross the highway, you're there. It's always tough to tell the angles of a hike on film, but it's a pretty steep incline we're still going up here. We have made it to the summit of the El Miro or La Mira trail. You've got your watch going. What are you showing?
About 3/4 of a mile. Took us almost half an hour, but we stopped a lot.
And that's what you're going to do with these views. You're going to do that. But it was a pretty good ascent and definitely a good payoff. Our adventures in Garabito will continue with an in-depth look at Carrara National Park and its awesome wildlife. Then we'll head to Rainforest Adventures for a jungle canopy tram tour and ziplining. We invite you to come along.
If you enjoyed this adventure, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more of our travel and wildlife videos.